Welcome to a day in our life, living on a remote island, running a scuba diving resort, and raising 3 gorgeous kids.
Running low on the borderlines, and you tell me that you're doing fine. Morning color lights the hall, pulls you right on through the door. So hold onto all that feeds your soul.
Good morning, little man. What are you doing?
This. Wow.
That was an early start. You got woken up last night as well, didn't you, buddy? You can't be excited because there's too much to do.
No.
Alright, we'll give you some breakfast, eh? What do you say? Say thank you.
Thank you, Abu.
Eating time. And say thank you, Arlo.
Thank you, Abu.
Oh, it's a dirty ball. Got one over there. Morning, sweetie. You get woken up by the power going off. What's your puffs, bud? They good? Did your brother Arlo get them for you? Very kind of him.
Good morning. There's a lizard poo on top of my olive oil. Who wants a lizard poo on top of their olive oil? Oh, at least it's a dry one. Could be worse. Could be a big, wet, sloppy one. Yum.
Yeah.
I was just telling the kids how yesterday I took a video of them giving their scores for the cinnamon scrolls that I baked, and Arlo gives his thumbs up, then Philly gives thumbs up, and then Darwin like puts his food down and he's looking at his hands and he's like it was so cute. Philly, have you...
Hey, good boy.
Staying inspired with the kids' school lunches is such a challenge. If I'm not really organised with food, it's a huge struggle to give them enough variety for the day and foods that keep them fueled and focused while at school. Living here, obviously we have to make everything from scratch. There's no just popping to the store to grab a loaf of bread, which actually suits us so well as I prefer homemade food always. I'm always on the lookout for recipe ideas, especially for savoury snacks. I really struggle to come up with ideas for savoury foods. In a recent episode, I shared a chickpea slice that kind of failed. Well, I think I've almost perfected it, so it's going to go in the recipe ebook that I'm now working on. No, not today. Daddy and I are actually going diving this morning. Okay, Nanny's going to be looking after Darwin, and that means very best behaviour in the schoolroom, please. As always. You're in school this morning. We'll be back before you even have your morning tea. Okay?
Bye.
Darwin's doing a farewell dance.
Darwin's dancing farewell. This kid, man. Bye.
I want you guys to have a beautiful morning. You go for a walk with Daddy. Hey? Oh,
You find Nana?
he's ready to
Did you give Mummy a kiss?
Did you give me a kiss? Mwah.
Good boy. Let's go.
Cheers. Before I get ready to go for this dive. Sitting down and having a sip of my coffee before 9 o'clock is an absolute freaking luxury. Anyway, that's where I'm at. But I'm excited to go for a dive. Jill's gonna take Darwin this morning, which he absolutely adores being with his grandies. So they'll have some fun and we'll go for a dive and then we'll switch out with them and they'll go diving when we get back. So anyway, I really do need to go get ready.
You do better at it?
Okay, we're ready.
Notice how it's often the person who is
I'm listening to the subtle art of not giving a f***. It's really good.
Notice how sometimes when you stop giving a
Good morning.
Good morning.
How are you this morning?
Very, very good.
Where are you going today? What's your program?
Going diving.
Okay, I'm doing the gardening.
Are you dancing for me?
I'm dancing for you.
Woohoo! Morning, Kai.
Morning.
You're taking Belinda home?
Yes.
Okay, bye-bye.
Bye. Mwah. Love you.
Have fun with Nana.
You going to the beach? Where are you going, Darwin? I'm taking my Hydrolite bottle and I'm going.
This is a bit deja vu of times with Arlo, isn't it?
Yeah.
How many times did I do this with Darwin? With Arlo?
With Arlo. Well, I'm excited for Darwin.
Every
Right,
day.
let's
Every day.
For 2 years.
For at least 2 years. And
Well.
then Philly as well.
Yeah.
Say bye. Going to the beach.
Have fun. Good morning, Mr. Timo.
Morning.
It was a nice dive.
That was a beautiful dive. Yeah, that's crazy. Just like a never-ending wall of coral. That was really cool. I think later on this afternoon we're going to sit down with the kids and figure out a strategy. Yeah, the kids actually saw a few corals out the front of our place that were struggling a bit as well, and they were asking about it, and we were talking about certain corals who survive and thrive in different water temperatures and all the sort of impacts of that around the world. And I was in the office with Arlo a few days ago and we found the coral clips that Dad brought back from Australia probably like a year ago.
Well, remember that first
I don't know why.
time? No, because we tried coral planting over 2 years ago with the kids.
You found a beautiful piece of coral that was rolling around. Wasn't going to survive. What are you going to call your beautiful piece of coral?
Pippi.
Pippi. Great name.
Puppy's Pippi.
Okay, Ale, what are you going to call your piece of coral?
Planty, because we're planting it.
Alright.
For fun, we tried to do some off Tivoli,
right. Yeah, just loose.
and they didn't hold.
Yeah, so Dad went back and got some from, I'll find the organisation that supplies them. Yeah, these coral clips where you bang a little aluminium nail into the reef, and then it's like a stainless steel clip which holds the coral on the reef, which allows it to grow. So the kids are really keen to plant some corals as well. And we've had a fair bit of northerly wind in the last week, which means the waves have been rolling over the Charlie Reef, which probably means there will be some corals which have been tumbled across the reef. It happens on that reef, sort of perpetually, just keeps happening. So if there's any coral rubble which is live there, we can actually go pick up the fragments of coral and plant them onto the reef. So I think this afternoon I'm going to show the kids the clips, and there's a whole bunch of videos online from this organisation that show you how to do it properly. So we might try and sit down with them and get them all prepped for that, and then maybe tomorrow we'll actually go out and start planting some little coral seedling. What would you call them? Coralettes.
Corallings.
Corallings.
I don't know.
Comment in the, leave a comment with the real word for.
Is there a word for baby coral?
I don't know.
Florets.
Florets. Yeah,
Like broccoli.
like broccoli. Yeah. Anyway, that's gonna be super fun. So hopefully we got some good weather tomorrow and we can do that with the kids because they're super keen to be involved. So
Yeah, Molly too.
call that science for the day. Right, let's go because Darwin's gonna be absolutely starving and we don't even know where he is. He's
And
probably
I
still in
need
the
to-
ocean.
I need to get out of the
You need
sun.
to warm up and you need to stop shaking. Are you feeling okay? How was your dive? Did you enjoy your dive?
Yeah, it was lovely. I am cold but hot. I need to get out of the sun.
Okay.
I'm still warming up from my dive.
Say goodbye to Nana and Papa. Bye, Nana.
Bye.
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 Papa.
Papa.
You say thank you.
Bye bye,
Say
Papa.
Liana. Liana.
Bye.
Thanks for having me. Thanks for having me. Thanks for playing. Did you go to the beach? Yeah?
Yeah.
What did you do at the beach? Did you swim?
Did you splash? Do any
Sand and I found balls.
any green ball plops? Did you go plop with the balls?
Did you?
Yeah. I was gonna film your lunch.
So hungry. So hungry.
Got yummy. What is it? Crayfish?
No, they're yellowfin tuna kebabs.
Oh.
Coconut rice and salad. And
Yum.
raisins.
Day to day, life can feel monotonous, no matter where you are. But when adventure fills at least part of your day, you then have to steal moments to get other things done. And in doing so, you start seeing the world in a fresh way. Out here, life may seem slower, but to me the days fly by so fast because the day feels really full. The ocean, the forests, the beautiful sun remind me that the most meaningful moments aren't the ones we plan, but the ones we notice. Lately, I've been reflecting a lot on how small children gain so much from life's simplest moments. Without expensive toys or plastic distractions, there's something really beautiful about embracing what's free, organic, and naturally inspiring. Darwin has recently started noticing birds, pausing, listening, and even responding. He's at that incredible stage where everything brings new words, new ways to connect with us. And in these moments, I really see the magic of learning through the world around us. What are you doing?
I'm trying to get the water pressure back up.
Chicken liya na ben kale. Chicken strong kamera this time. Come, but also no over too much. A little bit. About into the sun. Chicken.
This has happened since the big rain, yeah?
Yeah, every time we get a big rain, it tends to
I can hear Darwin above me.
yeah, every time we get a big rain, everything just gets pushed through the tanks and you just get a whole bunch of stuff clogging up. And we just had like no water pressure. But this is our last set of filters, so this has to last us until we get to it. Alright, yeah, those are two very, very dirty filters. But they're doing the job, so that's what we want.
So these start out as white?
Yeah. So they just absorb all of the stuff, filter it down to 1 micron, and then it goes through a charcoal filter, which we're also replacing today. So we replaced the charcoals in the garden bed there. Activated charcoal is very good for creating labile carbon. There you go, in your soil, which enables fungi to grow and enables soil to build as opposed to just decompose and disperse. I learned that from my soil scientist mate.
What have you got? Some bulk garlic powder.
Should we get him out?
Oh, there's a crab.
Goodbye.
Oh, thank you, darling.
Yeah. I know you say hungry, but can you take that to...
Is it good? Banana and Sikayana honey.
Alright, so this afternoon we're actually going to get in the water with the kids just off the front of Chyla here. The idea is that we're going to try and harvest little bits of coral that have been broken off coral colonies here in the past week or so, because we've had some pretty significant weather from the north, which means big waves rolling over the top of that reef. This reef is always getting hit, so it's kind of like its norm. It sort of gets beaten down, but it's amazingly resilient, and that's what we're looking for, is resilient corals, to try and make sure that we're transplanting corals that are as tolerant and resistant to all of these things we were talking about earlier with the increased water temperature and salinity and things like that. So we believe that these coral species and these particular colonies will be really quite resistant. That's what we're going to do. So yeah, we're basically going to go scavenge for some broken off pieces of coral, and that's what we're going to transplant tomorrow. So you might ask why we're doing this when we live in a place which has such healthy and prolific coral life. The answer is that we're not immune by any means to the threats to coral reefs that exist all around the world. Quite insulated, fortunately. However, we do still experience times of warm water. We know that there's going to be a global issue with increased salinity in water salinity all around the world, and yeah, we just want to be prepared. There are areas that naturally die off and regenerate on a reef on an ongoing cycle, so we are hoping to basically save these little pieces of coral which would otherwise die, because unless they actually are able to adhere to the seafloor, and basically they'll die just from washing around in the foreshore there. So the idea is to take those and give them a second chance, and at the same time try and recolonate areas that have died for many reasons in the past sort of 10-20 years, and allow those areas to flourish once again. Plus the concept of coral gardening and actually farming, I guess, or nurturing your own coral reef is a pretty cool thing for the kids to do and monitor ongoing, and yeah, I think it's just an insanely valuable project for them to be a part of, and something that, you know, they could potentially be doing for the next 5, 10, 15, 20 years, and the impact that they could have on the reef, not just here but in other reefs and areas around the Morovo is massive. So start them while they're young. So what we're trying to find is information on how we are going to transplant these corals. So there's a few things that we need to do in order to use the coral clips. You want to grab the coral clip that's over there? Okay, so this is the company. There's actually a not-for-profit that makes these clips. So once we've found our little bits of broken off coral, they now this little, see, the little, yeah, down into the coral. It sits down like that. And I have to prepare the surface of the rock. So take a brush and clean it. That's because there's dangerous algae and other animals that can attack corals that live on the rock. So by cleaning off what looks like bare, yeah, just like that, Darwin. That's exactly how they're going to do it. Oh, no, don't clean Daddy's computer with it. You're going to get rid of any animals that might threaten the coral. And then what this is going to do, when you place the coral underneath it, really simply, anywhere that can hold it down, the live coral is then going to fuse onto the rock. So this doesn't hold it forever. This is only a temporary thing whilst it actually adheres to the rock. And once it's on the rock, I guess this just stays on the reef, or it's possible you might even be able to take it out. I doubt that. They say that you can plant 100 corals in a single dive. The clips are really low cost. They're reusable. If fragment is unsuccessful, you can use the clip again. So imagine you're going down. What are you doing, bud? Imagine if you put this clip in and you put a piece of coral fragment in there and that for some reason doesn't survive. What can you do?
You can just take it out and put it in.
Yeah, put a new one in. So you can keep reusing those. We don't have to use any plastics, chemicals or cements. So you don't need to do any of the complicated ways. They used to glue them to little discs and then plant them on the reef. So we're going to be doing it on snorkel or on free dive. So you guys will be able to help bring the fragments of coral over. And then if it's shallow enough, you might be able to free dive down and put them under. If not, then I'll go down and put them under for you. List for coral planting, coral clips, hammer. Oh, you want coral first? Okay.
That's the most obvious thing, isn't it?
It's alright. Yeah. Number 3. Click on it. I don't think it's over there, home. Sound it out. You actually made here, my love.
I don't know. It's like a white bean and brown rice pressure cooked. Risotto, maybe?
It looks awesome. It tastes awesome. I've already sampled.
And I was going for lemon and dill because I thought we had lots of dill, which we don't actually have that much dill anymore, but a little bit of dill. I'm a dill for thinking we had more dill.
Do you approve, Darwin? Is it good? Yum?
If you want to become part of our island family inner circle, check out our Patreon. We really appreciate it. Thanks so much for watching, guys. See you soon. Liana Via.